How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
That's a question I will continue to ask the WNBA until they rectify the problem. Good evening, everyone. Gather around. Welcome to the Brian Snow Show. And this is an Ask Brian Anything episode. All right. So while I talk about how the WNBA is fucking up their bag, and while I continue to pimp my Patreon because I'm finally at the point where I can put some content up, and I haven't done it because of time. Done it because of time. And of course, as you know, my health went sideways for about 2.5 years. But I'm going to start putting some Patreon content up. And if y'all want to be a member, I will drop the link in the chat here in a couple of minutes. Adric's the first one in. He says, let's do this, and we shall. Red Pill Sleeper Cell says, what's up? Noir Truth is here. LSXT is here as well. Seriously, Larry says, anything that's casting a wide net. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because though this show is focused on sports, I wanted to be more. That's why I'm doing this particular episode, an Ask Brian Anything episode. I want y'all to ask me anything about anything. And if I can't provide the answer, I'll try my best to provide you with someone or something that will provide you an answer. But I want to get personal with you guys for a moment. There are a lot of projects, including my play-by-play, that I left on the table because I have been just extraordinarily tired. I've been so fatigued, it's not even funny. I mean, I had two planned yesterday. I got my lineups ready for the game that I was going to cover, which was Rangers Giants, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Let me get some things off my chest to start. I truly appreciate, I truly do. I truly appreciate those of you that come in, spike the like button, which is what I want y'all to do here, and listen in to what I have to say, no matter what it's about. You still come. So to the faithful few, I appreciate you. What I want to do is gain more followers. Drizzle to Grizzle, I love it. I love it. Abuki Cabal says salute to you. And Noir Truth says drizzle to grizzle, dust to dust. Absolutely. I'm gonna touch on that too. Larry with the first question. Give me the one most fundamental reason why your socks are a dumpster fire. Ownership, management. You just named two of them. Larry. And I'll give you a third one. We don't have any pitching. For some stupid reason, the management decided to chase away our pitching staff. That includes Lance Lynn. That includes Dylan Cease. That includes, I can't think of his name, Lucas Giolito. Decided to trade them all. For what? The best starter that we have in our rotation right now is Garrett Crochet. And you got to manage him. And my cat is meowing. Hold on a minute. All right, Winnie Pooh. There you go. Had to let one of my kittens out. But yeah, that's why we're a dumpster fire right now. I still follow them. I still love them. But I want to follow and chart their upcoming success, because they do have players that can do something. All right? They do. They do have players that can do something. But be that as it may, not only is the pitching to blame, we can't put any runs on the board. I mean, we split with Boston, lost in 10 innings because our bullpen's a dumpster fire. Okay? But Larry, I hope that answers your question. I want to ask y'all a favor, and I know I say this often, but I am really trying to heal and get back to work and also support my family. So, wrong button. If y'all can, do me a favor. When you ask your question, if you're able, couple it with a Cash App so I can help my family. I know my wife is going to be home late, and I'd like to get her some dinner. you know, so she doesn't cook. And Mondays are bad for her because she's so tired. And I know I'm going to be up and running because I have to take my daughter to work later on tonight. And I want to do something for her. You know, her birthday is coming up this month, and so is our anniversary. She treated me, she treated me last year to a tour of Kauffman Stadium. So I want to treat her to something for our birthday and our anniversary. And if you guys can donate to that cause, even if it's just me getting all the tools need to clean the house, because that's one of the first things she said, that she wants to have a clean house and her just rest. So if y'all can help me do at least that, that will be great. Larry, again with a question. Would you consider yourself a dog or a cat person? I was a cat person for the longest time because that's all I had been around. I had just been around cats. And then I met Lucy. Lucy's my little terrier. And Jody had her before I came in the picture. So Dr. K told me that if we're going to be together, then you have to pass the dog test. I said, what the hell is a dog test? So out came Lucy out of the car. She gave me a quick once over, hopped back in, and gave the nod to Jody. And Lucy's been attached to my hip since. The times that I've been in the hospital is when Lucy was the craziest because I wasn't there. And when I came home from the hospital the first time after the blood clots, she was right there to greet me. I fell into bed. She attached herself to my hip, and neither of us moved. Neither of us moved. All right. The Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, shifting gears, play tonight. Caitlin Clark, who dropped 30 in her last game against Washington before finally getting a couple of days off. Her and her team have had time to rest. Let's see what they do tonight. Adric is looking for a breakdown. It breaks down like this. The offense is starting to come together and go through Clark. The offense is starting to come together and go through Clark. And I absolutely love that it's happening, even though it's they have a 3-9 record. They're starting to figure it out. They're starting to figure it out. And that's what I love about it. It's going to Adric with a super chat. Thank you very much. He says, I don't have Cash App. Can you use the link, Adric? Or will it require you to get a Cash App ID? I'll put the full link in the Cash App. See if y'all can use that. And I'll keep it on the screen as well. Any predictions of shenanigans for the Indiana Fever game tonight? Yep, plenty of them. Plenty of them. Because they are out. You know, this may sound like a conspiracy theory, but they are out to hurt Caitlin Clark. Okay? They are out to hurt Caitlin Clark, and they are out to make her, I hate saying this aloud, but I'll say it aloud, irrelevant. Because she's getting all the attention right now. Because she has gotten all the attention for the last 2 years at the University of Iowa. Now she's getting the attention now, and the gynocracy don't like it. I've said that from day one. For those of you who do not have Cash App, I'm going to put the link in the screen that you can use, and y'all can donate that way just in case you don't have a Cash App ID. But I would love to get as much help as I can to help my family. Ray Hamnet's in the house, says, peace, Snowman. Peace to you as well. Thank you for joining. But going back to this, there's going to be shenanigans, Adric. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans. I just feel it, especially with the Sun having only one loss, which was recently. And think of the shenanigans that are going to happen if the Indiana Fever pull the upset. Think of the shenanigans that's going to happen and everything that's going to be said should the Fever pull the upset on the top team in the league, part one, and part two, if Caitlin Clark drops another 30 piece. She's got 2 30-point games this year. I'm going to stay with Caitlin Clark for a moment, and I'll go back to something I said earlier. They're trying to make her irrelevant by hurting her. Why, you ask? Because they're sick and tired of the gynocracy is sick and tired of the attention that she's getting. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that loud and clear for those of you who do not understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. The gynocracy, and I hear my little dog Lucy. Come here, Lucy. The gynocracy just don't like her because she's quote unquote normal. Go lay down, Lucy. Keeping an eye on my dog here. But if they were smart, if the WNBA was smart, they'd let her shine anyway. They let her shine anyway. Because she is going to be the one, along with Angel Reese, when she improves her game, not if, but when, that's going to save the WNBA and bring in a ton of money. A ton. They're sitting on it right now. But unfortunately, they won't use it. Dag nabbit. They won't use it. Tell me why that is. I want y'all to I want y'all to think about it. Think about why they are not going to allow Caitlin Clark to shine. Why do y'all think that is? Why do y'all think they're trying to, well, in essence, hold her back? We'll come back to that question a little later. And as I said, y'all can ask me anything. I'm going to be here for a bit, so y'all can ask me anything. And Larry said that casts a wide net. I know it casts a wide net, but I don't care. Bring it on. Bring it on. It's my first one. I want to do more, right? I want to do more. All right. And I don't want to feel like nothing's happening for me. I don't. And I want to have fun with this. I want to really, really have fun with this. Adric said 29 years without eyes on the WNBA. Exactly. Now they're getting it. Now they're getting it and they don't know what to do with it. Why do y'all think that is? They're getting eyes. The WNBA is getting eyes now. Lots of them. You know, at first, any publicity is good publicity. Be that as it may, they don't like where the eyes are going. Come on, let's be totally real about this. They don't like where the eyes are going. And it's to Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese opened her mouth and at first said, I'm doing it too. But then she quickly adds, there's a lot of us that put in the work, which is true. But we know where her mind was first. She quickly backed up her statement. No, love the fact that she did. Don't get me wrong. Love the fact that she did. All right. But you love the fact that she said that there are many more of us that did it too. I love that. But we know where her mind was first, which was talking about herself. Beg your pardon. And it's like, really? You want to go there? Really? Of course she wants to go there. Of course she wants to go there. Any questions y'all have, go ahead and bring it. Spike the like, hit the subscribe because I want to get to 2,000 subs before the summer is out. And if you can, couple it with a Cash App. The link is cash.app/$ tallman Dr. K50. Let's take a look and see if anyone has come through yet. Got 12 watching right now. Half of those are through YouTube. And Ninja Person is in the house with us. He says, peace, Snowman and chat. WNBA acting like ladies who had one too many tequila shots, saying the quiet part out loud. Ninja Person, I've said the quiet part out loud also. Many of us who are really astute at basketball and pay attention to women's basketball, I love women's basketball since 1982. All right. I have loved women's basketball since 1982. But what they're doing, but what the WNBA has done to alienate their fans, yeah, I said it, to alienate their fans is crazy. Now, Diana Taurasi was not wrong when she said reality is coming for Caitlin Clark. She was not wrong in that. And Caitlin's feeling it. Caitlin's feeling it. But as a professional, she's working through it as well. Thank you, Ninja Person, for the comment. I appreciate it. I want to say this right. Jedi Kid. There we go. Jedi Kid 07 says, I honestly see WNBA pushing the only good thing they have had away also. Hello, been meaning to catch the morning show with the two Shanes, but I haven't had the time. Totally understand, Jedi Kid. And thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. Like I said, folks, do me a favor. I'm trying to help my family. If you can couple it with a Cash App, the link is on the screen and also in the chat. I would totally appreciate it. It not only goes towards me, it goes to help my family as well. Now, I have a question. And the question goes like this. And I want y'all to think about it. I want y'all to think about this. Why do you think got a question. Question from Ninja Person. What could the NBA game take from the WNBA game? Simple. Fundamentals. Simple fundamentals. There ain't no fundamentals in the NBA anymore. Also, to simplify, just call me Jedi. Okay, Jedi. You got it. But to answer this question right here, and many have asked me this question, what can the NBA game take from the WNBA game? Fundamentals. There's no fundamentals anymore. They even mess up the most basic play in basketball. What is that? Of course, pick and roll. And they're screwing it up. They are royally screwing it up. Now it's a 10-wing league shooting a bunch of threes. If you got the ability, yes, but have it come within the offense. That's what I got to do. That's what I do. Come within the offense. Responding to a couple of messages, so just stick with me here. But do what the Celtics are doing. You know, play fundamentals. Karl Anthony Towns, anyone? Absolutely. And what I also hate is that the league is full of one and dones now. They don't have juniors or seniors in the league. folks that have played through their junior year and through their senior year that can honestly have an impact. Because I'll tell you something, as much as people love Anthony Edwards, the latest player to have an impact is Nikola Jokic. And before him, the last player to have a huge impact, y'all know him well, Stephen Curry. You know why Stephen Curry has had an impact? And people don't want to say it out loud, but I'll say it out loud, and I've been saying it out loud. Stephen Curry took an anomaly and turned it into a weapon. Let me say it again. Stephen Curry took an anomaly and turned it into a weapon. And to borrow from my buddy Cole Johnson, the Warriors took that weapon and turned it into a strategy. They took that weapon and turned it into a strategy that no one has figured out yet. Not in 15 years. It's led to 4 titles. It's led to another finals appearance, which they lost against Toronto in 2019. Jedi one more time. I wouldn't shoot threes unless absolutely necessary, and you can't drive to the paint for an easy 2 if you're if you're weaker up close, then stick to range. Yep. Larry with a question. Are dynasty teams good for sports or not? Hell yeah, they are. It gives other teams something to shoot for. There. I said it. It gives teams something to shoot for. Think about it. If you don't have a target to shoot for, then you got a target, okay? You have a target, and it's called the championship, which LeBron doesn't want to play for anymore. So don't believe the hype. You want to do that. But you also want to be known as the team that knocked off the dynasty, Toronto Raptors 2019. You want to be known as the team that knocked off the dynasty. But if you're the dynasty, you want to keep it going for as long as you can. Boston Celtics, anyone? Ninja Person, once again, I actually got pissed when the Celtics play. They continue to jack threes for no reason until the emergence of Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and signing Drew. Actual point guards activate the offense. Bingo. Actual point guards activate the offense. Absolutely. Remember when the Bulls traded all their best players for a bunch of potential no names? Yeah, I remember. After 98. Everybody left. Michael retired. Scotty was traded. Dennis was traded. Everybody was gone. And I hated that they broke up that dynasty because I believe they'd have won a couple more. I believe they would have taken down Shaq and Kobe. It would have been a fight to the finish, but I believe they would have taken them down. Now the 03 Spurs, however, I don't know. I don't know about that. That would have been a fight in 2/3. But yeah, dynasties are good. San Francisco 49ers of the 80s, anyone? Pittsburgh Steelers of the 70s, anyone? But it would have been great. It's great for competition. Do you think Karl Anthony Towns shoots 1,500 shots a day? Hell no. Hell no. I don't think he shoots 1,500 shots a day. 1,000 maybe, but not 1,500. No, I don't buy it. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Brady's Patriots. Yep. As I said, Bill Walsh's 49ers. Should Major League Baseball have a salary cap like the NFL? Yes. That way you get players to prove they're worth their contract. Mike Trout, anyone? Juan Soto, anyone? I'm also referring to 2013. Oh, yeah. Okay. After Derrick Rose and the Bulls got screwed out of an Eastern Conference title in 2011. After they got screwed, they got royally screwed. And they're not the only team in the 2000s to get screwed out of a title, because I believe they would have won that title in 2011. Jedi, one more time. Here's a hypothetical for you. What do you think if Steph, LeBron, and Michael were on the same team? In my opinion, they would be unstoppable if they learned to work together. Here's the problem, Jedi. LeBron is there. There's a problem. I would not trust LeBron on any team, anytime, anywhere, period. Because he's going to make it all about him. He's going to whine and cry about who should get the last shot when Steph or Michael should take the last shot anyway, especially MJ. He's done that. He's done that. Stephen Curry has done that. Granted, LeBron has done that, but not to the degree that you need to be a successful dynasty, period. And Noir Truth, you're right. Chris Webber's Kings of 2002 got royally screwed. They royally got screwed. They should have won game 6 going away, but all the damn fouls they were calling in the fourth quarter to help wipe out the Kings' lead started all this. It started all this. And it hasn't been right for me since then. It just hasn't been right. Larry, one more time. Do you have an all-time sports greatest of all time, any sport? No, I have one for every sport that I've covered. All-Star G, the Bulls could have built the team into a true dynasty made up of local home players. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. But after the screw job of 2011, they forced the Bulls to make a couple of very difficult choices. By 2013, the team was dismantled. By 2015, Derrick Rose was gone. The NBA screwed the Bulls in 2011. I'll say it aloud, and I've been saying it aloud. The NBA screwed the Bulls in 2011, period. And what makes it so bad, when people like me bring it up, other people brush it off. And for what? It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid to me that they would bring that up. They would do that. How do you feel about Votto not renewing his contract with the Reds? Don't know. It was time. I that's all I can say. It was time. Do you cover football, aka soccer? 2 big tournaments happening later this month, including Copa America. No, I don't, but I'm getting into it. You know what got me into soccer? It was indoor soccer that I really got into. It was indoor soccer. I was into indoor soccer like crazy. Don't know why, but I was. I was into the yeah, yeah, I was into indoor soccer. I was into the Chicago Sting, the San Diego Sockers. Matter of fact, the San Diego Sockers were my first favorite um, soccer team. They were my first favorite. Why? His name is Steve Jungle. Why was I a fan of the Chicago Sting? His name is Karl-Heinz Granitza. Loved watching him play. Loved watching Tattoo from the um, Dallas Sidekicks. I love the names though. I love the team names. San Diego Sockers, the Baltimore Blast, the Chicago Sting, as I mentioned, the Dallas Sidekicks, the Tacoma Wings. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if I was born back when Ryan Friel was on the Reds. I remember him along with Aaron Harang. I remember both of those guys. But I started watching baseball at the tail end of the Big Red Machine dynasty. Tony Perez, Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, and all those guys. Hey, folks, I want to answer more than sports questions, even though sports is my wheelhouse. This is an Ask Brian Anything episode. So anything you feel like you want to ask me about sports, about life, or anything, bring it on. Bring it on. Ninja Person, did you already cover how the WNBA shot themselves in the foot, leaving Clark off the Olympic roster? I am going to get to that. I gave a little bit of that this morning, but I'll do more here in a couple of minutes. Keep bringing the questions. Question: do you think Ken Griffey Jr. would have broken the single season home run record if the strike didn't happen? Yep. And would have done it naturally. Would have done it naturally, and would have done it going away. He'd have broken that ish going away, man. R.I.P. Ryan Friel. Absolutely. But Ken Griffey Jr. would have broken that going away. Now, to one of the subjects at hand. Y'all want to know why I think Caitlin Clark was left off the roster? It's pretty simple. I think they were pressured to leave her off the roster. Quite honestly. I think they were pressured to leave her off the roster. Her and Angel Reese. Because I feel there would have been a lot of inner scrutiny and a lot of inner fights if Caitlin Clark had made the roster. But I also think that this is a good thing for CC because she gets something she hasn't had since last fall. Rest. Lots of rest while they're playing in Paris. Lots and lots of rest. So this could work in Caitlin Clark's favor. I mentioned earlier they had a couple of days off before they play tonight against the Sun. Against the Sun. I was about to say Suns. Jedi again. I think the hate that Caitlin Clark gets on the court is dumb. It is dumb. It is dumb. I mean, there's natural hatred for a rookie that can come in and do any and everything, but the respect grows with it. Caitlin Clark has not garnered the respect from some of the players in the WNBA that she deserves because of her accolades of what she's done in Iowa and what she can do to turn the WNBA around with marketing alone. And I will say something out loud that I have always said. It's the gynocracy that's in control of this. They're touchy about that sort of thing. They're touchy about that sort of thing. You know why they are touchy about that sort of thing? Because they don't like the fact that someone has come in, saved Diana Taurasi, saved Sue Bird, that can really take this league over the top. And I'm talking about in terms of play. I'm talking about in terms of performance. I'm talking about in terms of marketing. They're marketing the hell out of her now. 36 of her games are televised. 36. 36. And you want to ruin all that? You want to drop the bag for the money that you're bringing in, for the money that she's bringing in? You know how much money she's bringing in? You know how many times they've sell out a crowd? Come on. And while we're getting deep into this subject, and I want to couple on what I saw on BGS's channel in a couple of minutes, Gynocracy actually doesn't want diversity. Damn right. Damn right. I've seen it in Chicago many times over. You see it in the WNBA now. You see it in the WNBA now. And Noir Truth, you said it. Competition through feeling politics versus competition by talent and skill. That is the fight that's going on right now. Who is this young lady to come in and disrupt what we have built, which is a gynocracy, of course? Who is this young lady to come in and actually play basketball? Who is this young lady to come in and ask us to step up our game? Oops. I didn't say that aloud, did I? Well, I'll say it again. Who is this young lady to come in and make us step up our game? Huh? That's what they're thinking. You know what I'm thinking? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Leave Caitlin Clark alone. They're not going to. Will American democracy survive the rise of neo-fascism? Take a look at the look on my face, Larry, and you got your answer. Take a look at my face, Larry, and you got your answer. It's just sad to me that all this is going on with Caitlin Clark and the hatred that goes in for Caitlin Clark because they don't like how it's set up. Really? Really? It's so sad that it's going on and happening this way. It's just so sad that it is going on and happening this way. Will we ever get back to what we love, to the things that we love to do? I would like to see that. I would love to see that. Now, to my next subject. I do have a Cash App, and thank you, Ninja Person, for the $5 Cash App. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. If I can get a couple more and I can get some dinner for my honey who's on her way home, I would love that. I would love that. Ninja Person, one more time. What do you think would be more beneficial? Dusties and men at large supporting Clark, or letting the WNBA fall in its own weight and delete their golden goose? I would love the league as a whole, Caitlin Clark included, to be successful. And the men are at large are supporting Caitlin Clark. Unfortunately, the men and the Dusties and the men at large that are supporting Caitlin Clark are outnumbered. It reminds me of the hate that Roman Reigns got when he was champion. Yeah. People don't like when I say that, but it's the truth. It's the God's honest truth. I've said it on my morning show, and I will continue to say it. These young ladies, oh my gosh. You know what, Noir Truth? I love you for saying this. All their lives they had to fight. CC ain't gonna come in and take that away. Delusional thinking. Well, they think she's gonna take most of their attention away, which she has. They're going to think and they're going to look and think that she's taking most of the attention away, which she has. Hell, come on, 36 games being broadcast out of 40. Here's a question for y'all. What if the Indiana Fever turn it around after the break for the players to play in Paris? They turn around, they go on a streak, and they make the playoffs. Oops. Is that a possibility this year? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Uh-oh. Hang tight, y'all. My dog's whining. I'm back. My dog is home and my beauty is home. Dog on screen. I'm gonna eventually when I get the money. I'm gonna get a room divider, and my honey is gonna help me set it up. Up now, I hear Winnie, and I hear my sweetheart. Hold on a minute. Hello, my love. How are you, darling?
Been better.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Still problems with the belly.
it's got to do, right?
I'm gonna run out and grab something when I'm done here.
Okay.
What would you like?
Ginger ale.
Ginger ale?
Uh-huh.
You got it.
I plan on cooking, and I'm not gonna.
I know. That's why I asked you what you wanted.
Oh. Yeah, not gonna. Ginger ale.
Just ginger ale?
Just ginger ale.
You got it. I'm back, y'all. Thanks for hanging with me. Snowman, what is your superpower? I don't know. I don't know if I have a superpower anymore. Well, actually, I have a superpower since I kicked cancer in the ass. I do have a superpower since I kicked cancer in the ass, and I think it's just my resilience. That would be my superpower. WNBA scriptwriters would be stupid to not do that. Yep. Yep, because I told you the gynocracy is pissed. The gynocracy is pissed off. Like, sure, I didn't mind that he was a part-time champion, but he had a genuine reason for it. Absolutely. Talking about Roman Reigns. She would come up on random erroneous racial charges if she get hot like Chef Curry. Oh, you think? She dropped 30 in Washington. 30 in Washington. What do you think is going to happen now with everything that's going on with her? Huh? What do you think's going to happen now? What do you think's going to happen if she gets on a real roll and drops 30 per night and the Fever start winning? What do you think's going to happen then? Is it a compliment when BW call you an ain't shit ninja? I'll let this comment stay. It's a compliment to me because it tells me how they feel. How about a Cash App, folks? Cash.app/$ tallman Dr. K50. Ninja person broke the cherry on that. Thank you very much. First one of the night. If you can donate through Super Chat, that would help out as well. And I get my first paycheck from YouTube this month. And I want to get more. I want to get more and I want to do more. But I'm asking for more Cash Apps now so I can, quickly get on my feet, and then I can depend on YouTube to bring in something monthly to help the family as well. Because I really, really want to build this. And ideas from you guys would really help. I'm getting some shorts created as well. But yeah, All-Star G, I consider it a compliment for the simplest of reasons. You just showed your hand. The B-Dubs have shown their hand. They've shown their hand, and it's a bad one. It's a bad one. Because they decided at the last minute to say, okay, you're good enough for me. Psych, you're not. That's all right, Jedi. I appreciate you coming in. I'm just trying to get as much as I can to help my wife and help my family. And it's a week-to-week thing here. Because though my wife works full time, I am not working. I am disabled. For the time being, I am disabled. And I'm desperately trying to help out around the house and get back on my feet. Hell, I had a rant session with my daughter this morning who let me just get it all out. Let me get it all out. BGS with a Cash App. Thank you. Thank you, BGS. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys trying to help me and the family. And I want to do this every night. You know what? I'm going to. In lieu of the play-by-play that I planned, except on Thursdays with the WNBA, because I told my friend Allison Moran that we'd do that. Also, if any of the Shane's on in the morning tomorrow, give them hell for me. You got it. You got it. You got it, Jedi. I want to do this. Like, just have an open session with you guys each and every night. We'll have a main subject, but I'll come on and let you guys ask questions. Matter of fact, let me do this. Pick a subject for tomorrow night. Same bad time, same bad channel. And I'll do it. I'll do it. Pick a subject. Any subject at all. I mean that. Any subject at all. When does stirring the pot get overboard? Are you talking about the WNBA Noir? Because that pot's already overboard. According to society, your biggest crime is being a black man who is happy/content. Yep. Jedi Kid says WWE. You know why I don't cover WWE anymore? Because they got the F out. Go back to 2002. In general, when does stirring the pot go overboard? Man, I can tell you so many reasons why it's overboard right now. Matter of fact, give me a couple of minutes and I'll show you one of the reasons society has gone overboard in my personal life. I will show y'all exactly why it's gone overboard. Not many people are going to like this, but I don't care. No, not that. I'll show y'all an exact Oh, that's all the chats. Wrong button. I'll show y'all an exact reason why the general public's view of me not only stirred the pot, but overloaded that bitch. And the reason, or one thereof, the biggest reason, or one, let me go back to here. Let me go back to Noir Truth's question. When does stirring the pot get overboard? Allow me to show you one of the answers. And one of the answers is right here. That is my wife. And that was our wedding day, June 25th, 2019. I chose the day in honor of my father because it would have been his 84th birthday. This year would have been his 90th birthday. There. That's one reason in my personal life why my pot is overboard, Noir. And I hope that answers your question. David 3000, hello to you. But you know what? I'm going to go there. We got a few minutes. I'm going to go there. Well, Larry, how tall are you? How tall am I? 6'5". I am 6'5". I'm going to go there. And Noir Truth is, you're 6'8"? Wow. I wanted to be 6'8", but I topped out at 6'5". And I didn't get that last inch until I went to college. But it's all right with me, and it's all right with my wife. My children love it too. My children love it because they get to pick on me. So do my grandchildren. My grandchildren climb all over me, and I love that. We have a few people in here. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show, and hit the Super Chat, support the show. AB Media, thank you for that script. Jedi says, don't get me started with society because, oh boy, my pot's overflowing than it should be. I just don't show it because once a man shows it, they're considered weak. Well, hell, if I'm considered weak, so be it. I'm showing the fact that I'm damn happy. I'm damn happy. And the love of my life is the reason I'm happy. And I ain't changing for nobody. I showed you the wedding photo. Let me show y'all this one from a recent trip that we made to Joplin, Missouri. Yep, we were on Route 66. And I got to sit my ass on top of a Corvette. Didn't get in the thing, but I sat on top of a Corvette. I wouldn't be able to fit in a Corvette. Larry with a question. Did you play basketball in school? No, because the first sport I ever loved was baseball. I tried my hand at baseball, couldn't hack it, but I put a microphone in front of myself and did it that way. Favorite sport YouTube channels to watch? Too many of them. Too many of them. It would be a long, long, long list. A very long list. But I'm going to give the honor to Noir Truth to pick a subject for tomorrow, because I want to do this again. I think I found my second niche. The first one's the morning show. Not changing that. But I think I can fill in the evenings with this. Jedi one more time. Yeah, it doesn't help that most of these men, including myself and possibly you, grew up in a house where we were told to stop crying or we would be given a reason to cry. Yep. Word for word. Word for word, Jedi. And I'll open this can of worms. Well, Larry with a question. Biggest influence as a broadcaster, Jim Durham. Give you two of them. Jim Durham, three. Jim Durham, Wayne Larrivee, and John Rooney. I met John Rooney. I had the pleasure of not only meeting Wayne Larrivee, but I did a recent interview with him. You can catch that on my Snowman in the Morning YouTube channel. Matter of fact, let me put that in the stream here. Do me a favor. I want to get to triple digit subscribers on this channel that I'm about to show you right now. And that is where all the interviews will be housed, as well as my main channel. But that is where you can follow Snowman in the Morning and its happenings. That is where you can follow that. And I want to get it to 500 subscribers before the summer is over. I believe I can. No, I know I can. If you want to do the eating, just make sure you have the time to watch sports at night. Always. Always. But back to Jedi's comment, I was told many times, stop crying or I'll give you a reason to cry. And boy, I was provided with a lot of reasons. But that only strengthened me. That didn't change me. Later on, my father understood. Because he would often tell me, don't change for anybody. And I'm not going to. I'm simply not going to. If you think I am, you can have it. But I ain't gonna, and you can't make me. The Legacy in New York, C. Borough 1030 for Beyond the Stretch. What's up, Jason? Can't wait to be on with you. Folks, if you're watching via YouTube or Twitch, do me a favor and hit the Cash App, will you please? I'm trying to desperately continue to help my family. The Cash App you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50. I want to thank BGS and Ninja Person for dropping the Cash App to help out matters. Topic, trophy kids. Noir, explain to me what that is so I can get familiar with it. Because I want to do a good job of talking about it if I can relate to it. Oh, bam, right there. You gave me that. This is one I'll use. Black athletes getting Betty and the gynocracy getting pissed at it. I will use this tomorrow. You got it. You got it. And I already got the thumbnail in mind that I want to use. So I figure I'll go until 8 o'clock and then I'll see what I know my wife wants ginger ale because her stomach's real bad. Do me a favor, folks. Put a praying emoji in the chat for my wife, Jody, because she has been sick and it's been it's been a few days. So that saying is what made me put on this facade of, yeah, I'm fine. And most men do it. Many men do it. I did it for years. Do me a favor, folks. Put a praying emoji in the chat for my wife, Jody, so she can get better. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Noir, I don't know what kombucha is nor where to get it. I am unfamiliar with that. If you can familiarize me with that, I'll give it a shot. I'll test it myself. I want to make sure that if anything new is recommended to me, I want to test it before I give it to my family. It ain't you, it's just something that it means something to me. So if you will do that for me, I would be so appreciative of it. I'll be appreciative of it. You guys have really helped tonight to get a lot of things off. You know what? The subject I'm going to touch on tomorrow, as Nora Truth suggested, black athletes getting a Becky. How about just black men getting a Becky? Would that be okay? Or do you want me to would that be okay, Nora Truth? Or would you just want me to concentrate on the athletes? On the athletes side of it, I should say. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat what future subjects y'all want me to talk about. Let me know in the chat what future subjects y'all want me to talk about, and I will definitely hit them. I'll definitely hit them. Because I want to do this nightly. I want to punch the clock nightly and following BGS's lead and just talk about stuff inside and outside of sports that would help the men in society. Athletic side, you got it. It's in the healthy drink aisle in the grocery store. All right, I'll take a look at that. Please explain getting a Becky. No problem. I believe this. Oh, I took it down. Doggone. Well, I'll use it. Larry, this should answer your question. Take a look at that, and then you should get your answer. All right. I'm going to explain all of that tomorrow. And I'm going to explain why the gynocracy doesn't like that at all. And I can tell you from full experience of the shit that I get when people see me with Jody. I can tell you from full experience of the shit that I get and continue to get because I date Jody, because I married Jody, because I made Jody mine. Mine. All right? I can talk about that from full experience. Already done, Dave. Take a look at the top of the screen. Already done. Honestly, because of how I talked about it, goes in how untalked about it. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. Try again. Honestly, because of how untalked about it goes is men's mental health, even though it can be hard to talk about it. It needs to be talked about. You know what, Jedi? That's later this. I'll make that later this week. I would love to see how foolish it would have been if CC had a black boyfriend. Dear God. Dear God. The foolishness that would come out of that. But yeah, you want me to concentrate on the athletes? I can do that. I can do that. I absolutely can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the Brian Snow show about an hour long. Sometimes I'll have some interviews with it. Like I had with Krista Mellinson. Rising Rhinos in the house. How are you? You are doing some great work, my friend. It was great to see you back online and back streaming again. But yeah, figure hour and a half to hang out. I'm at 106 right now. So if anybody else can drop me a Cash App before I go, and it's going toward helping the family. All right. It's going toward helping the family. And I'm doing some work while I have you guys here with me. All right. Now it's up there. But thank you guys for coming in. And I think this is a perfect launch to the Brian Snow Show. It's a perfect launch. I just have to get the intro and the intro sequence and the outro sequence that my producer did for me. I'll have to find those. And I'm going to tear this computer up to find it. Rising Rhino is indeed in the house. You got any more? If y'all got any more questions, put them here. Topic idea. I didn't. David, put it in there again because I didn't see it. Rising Rhino got some sleep today. Hey Rhino, drop a question to me because I know you have it. Drop me a question and I'll answer it. Jedi one more time. And honestly, I could join you for the men's mental health topic. I just don't have a face cam. I think I'm going to have a lot of people join me for that. In fact, I will make that a Thursday episode. Men's mental health needs to be talked about in every sense of the word, in every possible way, period. In every possible way, men's mental health needs to be discussed. Why does the pot call the kettle black? No, stupid. For future topic, you can talk about your favorite game shows. I can do that. I'll list them here. Of course, y'all know my favorite of all time is The Price is Right. I loved Card Sharks, and I'm talking about old school game shows. I'm old school to my heart. The Price is Right, Card Sharks, Pressure Luck, of course. I love Jeopardy, love Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunately, Pat Sajak is retiring, and so is Vanna White. Top 5 worst NFL teams. You're gonna make me go there, aren't you? All right. I told Rhino to drop me a subject, and if anybody got a question within the next 5 minutes, drop it in the chat, and I'll try to answer it as best I can. Rising Rhino, top 5 worst NFL teams. Where do I start? The Cleveland Browns, the Chicago Bears, this year, especially the New England Patriots, the Dallas Cowboys, and I can't think of a fifth one, but those are the 4 I can think of right now. Noir Truth, one more time. My favorite 80s cartoon, I don't have one because I grew up with Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes. Correction, Vanna White has 2 more years. At least she will be back next season. I can't think of his name to save my life. Is Ryan Seacrest going to host the show? Oh, Rising Around our top 5 worst 5. I'll do that one tomorrow. I'll make this whole weekend Ask Snowman Anything while I have a subject in mind. Okay? Tomorrow, we'll talk about black athletes dating white women and the volcano that erupts when the gynocracy gets a hold of it. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got to get some dinner. I got to run to the store and get my wife some ginger ale. But I want to thank you all for coming on. Thank Adric for the super chat. And thank you to BGS and also to Ninja Person for their super chats. I'll be on tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. And tomorrow, I promise I'll have the intro and the outro. So long, everybody.